Don't give us the textbook answers, because this is the only time we get to know you.
I had a new grad interview last year who was probably my best interview ever. She came into the interview so positive, enthusiastic, smiling, a little nervous, but still able to answer questions, and very genuine. So somebody who really truly answers questions that are not just by the book, what you think I want to hear, but a truthful answer.
1, they arrive early. 2, they're very neat and well-dressed. 3, very poised and ready for their interview. Ready meaning that you've actually have some knowledge about the area that you're interviewing for, and you're prepared to answer any question being asked, or as prepared as possible, and actually having questions yourself.
Smile during your interview. Make eye contact. Be kind. I think those things will go far in helping someone successfully interview for a new position.
Maybe 15, 20 minutes, I'm asking the applicant questions, and then I keep the last 15 minutes for the applicant to be able to ask me questions, And the questions they ask me is that, how long have I worked at Cedars-Sinai, and what do you look for a new grad? So it's like this time they're the ones interviewing me. That's a good interview for me.
I absolutely love to hear the personal sides of a candidate. Sometimes I even ask, because the first year of nursing is so stressful, what are the type of things that they enjoy doing on a personal level to differentiate the work-life balance so that they have something that they can rely on when something gets very stressful.
An excellent interview would be if an interviewee is so prepared. I can tell by the way the interviewee dress up for the interview. At the same time, if he knows that they did the research beforehand by basically answering all the questions about the organization, and somebody who's very, very engaging. I love the interview that is more conversational rather than like a question and answer. So that will be really an excellent interview for me.
I think it all comes down to you. And to begin with, that's a good question to ask when you're coming into an interview. Let's ask, what makes someone really successful in this setting? And then you can reflect on whether you really fit that profile.
Best interview would be an interview that is based upon conversation. So it's not just me asking you questions.
You hear the energy, you see the smiles, you see the excitement in their eyes.
A terrible interview, of course. Being certain that you know exactly where you're applying to and where you're interviewing for. I've had candidates come in and they think it's a great opportunity to work at a trauma level 1 hospital when we do not have trauma level 1 at all. And then they go on and on about trauma care and all the things they've read up about trauma care, but we don't offer trauma care in our hospital. Again, making sure that you truly know exactly what you're interviewing for and where you're interviewing is very important, because you don't want to walk in and have this thought that you're going to see something that you're not going to see at all.
When they come in, or if they're late, first of all, I think that punctuality is huge. So if they come in late, now if they have the reason for it, we did have somebody who came in late, they couldn't find the garage and whatnot, things like that happen. But one that is, you can feel almost that they are not really engaged. And so if they're not engaged from the get-go, I can't imagine them getting completely engaged with the culture, with the unit, with taking care of your patients. So, it's a lot has the attitude. Again, I said previously, it's not so much the skills you'll get, but it's the attitude and what you can bring to a unit or a culture or an organization.
As a manager, we're not looking for somebody who just wants a job and does their 3 shifts and goes home. We want people who are very engaged in our team and our patient environment and share the same passion for nursing as we all do.
Someone who is asking about how much we pay, what are the vacation times like, do they have to work weekends?
We have 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and we have to judge you based on this. which is kind of hard sometimes, and you may hit and miss, but I say be yourself, be who you are. And so normally people are really excited. You can tell that's who they are.